All right, it's Bill here. Here's my thoughts on a 3-1 loss to the Minnesota Wild. I'm probably not going to get over crazy about this game because I didn't think the Leafs were horrible, but they've got no offense. And the reason they have no offense is they have no depth. And the reason they have no depth is because they pay 5 players an exuberant amount of money. And when those 5 players, although Nylander did score, but when they decide to do the fuddle-duddle in the zone all night, that too many how she goings. This was tough to watch. For me, again, I don't think they played bad. They had good offensive zone. They're playing a good team. But instead of making the hard shot, they fuddle-duddle. They think that they want to get a goal that, be on TSN's or Sportsnet's top 10 plays of the year. I don't give a flying fidoo about top 10 of the year. How about you put one in the back of the net? And by putting one in the back of the net, that means you have to shoot. Or when you do shoot, it's incredible how our defensemen can't get it through a screen. And then you had 2 boneheaded plays. Dial it up, 3-1 Minnesota Wild. Again, I didn't think it was a horrible game by everyone. I'm going to give some thoughts on some players, but because some of them are causing me a little bit of concern. But let's start with your Ryan Reaves report. I'm not even excited to do the Ryan Reaves report because it's so god-awful. Your Ryan Reaves report. 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 0. In 4 minutes and 47 minutes. 4 minutes, 47 seconds of action. What the hell? I'm not going to blame this game on Ryan Reaves, but it is a goddamn embarrassment that you have a guy who plays 4 minutes and 47 seconds, contributes absolutely nothing to the game. I'm going to guess a shot on net is when he's in front of the net, it hit him. He didn't throw a hit the whole game. So what is his job? I'm tired of doing these Ryan Reaves reports. I'll be honest with you. It's embarrassing. But let's talk about the one who's even more embarrassing. Morgan Rielly. Why are we not having a conversation? Why is the media? I see them starting. I can see the they're starting to think about, can I criticize Morgan Rielly? Your Morgan Rielly report. I'm more excited for this one because it's god awful. 0, 0, 0, -2. He didn't have a number above 0. 0, 0, 0, 0. In 23 minutes and 31 seconds of ice time, the man did nothing but cost the Leafs the first goal. How much longer do you put up with this nonsense? 23 minutes of ice time, not a shot on net, not a hit, not a block, nada. When will someone do something? Chief Craig Strombo got out-coached in this game like nobody's business. But before I get into, what are you doing playing Morgan Rielly 23 minutes of ice time when he gives you nothing but zeros and minuses? And let's talk about that first goal. If any other defenseman on this team did what Morgan Rielly did on that first goal, you're telling me that they're not benched the next game. You're telling me that if Simon Benoit or Philippe Myers do that, or Connor Timmins do that, they're not sitting in a press box the next game. The fourth line is on for Minnesota Wild, and he got bumped off the puck. I'm telling you, I'm pretty wouldn't be shocked if a tyke, in the first period intermissions, when they have the little kids come out with their Timbits and they do the little thing and they're shooting around the ice, One of them would have knocked Morgan really off the puck on the first goal. It wouldn't have took much. They would have gave him a little bump, throw it out front of the net. Everyone's looking. Oh, who's on the ice? Yeah, surprising. The Domi, Holmberg, Nylander, defensive juggernaut. They cannot expect a $7.5 million defenseman to get pushed off the puck that easy. You can't think that that's going to happen. The goddamn Timbit guy would have pushed him off the puck. Come on. Zeros across the board. 23 minutes. The guy did nothing except for be -2 and single-handedly cost them the first goal. And then I'm going to pick a little bit on David Kampf. Defensive juggernaut that is David Kampf. So I saw the defensive juggernaut for the Minnesota Wild. That's Eriksson Ek. And somehow, on home ice, Chief Jay Strongbow can't get Matthews away from him except for one shift. And when he was away from that one shift, the one line, he rings it off the crossbar. But the rest of the game, he's like, yeah, no problem. You just match up your best player. Didn't try to get a matchup at all tonight. Oh, he started shifting guys at the end. Great. Like, honestly, Chief Jake Strongbow was awful tonight. Disgusting. Outcoached. And you got David Kampf. What did he do tonight? Oh, he had 2 penalty minutes. If I go across his board, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 2. Says he had 2 hits. Don't believe it. In 7 minutes and 43 seconds. And he takes a stupid penalty in the offensive zone. Our defensive stalwart. See, Eriksson Ek, I'm going to tell you what his ice time was. He was 21 minutes and 14 seconds because he's the defensive center on the team. Our defensive center, who we can't match up against any line, but the other team's fourth line, gets 7 minutes and 43 seconds of ice time and is a minus. Or sorry, he's not a minus, he's 0. But he might as well have been a minus because he got a dumb penalty, stupid penalty in the offensive zone, right off the draw. Shot, deflects off Matthews' stick. Did Matthews even get a shot tonight? Because they should have gave him that shot. It says Matthews had 6 shots on the goal. Yeah, I guess he did have a couple. He hit the post. But he shot one into our own net. Not really his fault, but yeah, I don't know why you're trying to tip it down. Usually when you're trying to block a shot, you get in front of it, not with your stick. Bad bounce, 2-0. And then the Leafs, for the entire second period and third period, dominated the offensive zone and did the bada bang, bada boom, bada bull crap all over the zone. Treated the puck like a hot potato, looking for the highlight reel play instead of doing what every other team does, shoot the goddamn puck. They scored William Nylander on Pontus Holmberg, who treats the puck like it's for the man that's supposed to have so much skill. They gave him so much credit for that. Every time he touched the puck in the offensive zone, he made one move and then the puck is gone. Mitchie Boitano was at a spectacular Boitano tonight, passing it to the wrong team, trying for the pass through 75 sticks, holding the puck, waiting, and nothing. These are the games that drive you wild watching him. It's Mitchie Boitano's night for the night. Did he get a shot on net? Says he got 2. Don't believe it. A lot of zeros across these boards. A lot of zeros. The hits. Don't see too many. How many hits? They had 19 the last time I talked to you. 3. See, it's crazy when I can just count it in my head. 8. 12. Oh, they're going to have more. 23 hits. They went up by 4. Great. Hell, Nick Robertson had a hit. Nick Robertson probably had the only offensive flair in the entire night. The guy tried some stuff. 10 minutes of ice time. 3 shots on net. Tried stuff. And let's talk about Fraser Minton, shall we? So it's pretty glaring that the Leafs are missing. I can't believe I'm saying this. They're missing Johnny T and Matthew Nyes big time. They have no depth. So anytime you get anything, it's bad. Now, I don't think Johnny T's a second-line center. You might be able to convince me he's a third. It's going to be tough. But he's better than Fraser Minton and Pontus Holmberg. So I'm not going to crap down Fraser Minton. He's a young guy. But you know who he reminds me of? Every game, I was just telling a whole bunch of people I wanted to hold back. I didn't want to give him the curse. But you know who he reminds me of? Matt Stajan. That's who he reminds me of. Now, some of you might think it's a good thing. I see that, you didn't like my little Sundin. I didn't like Sundin. Again, was Sundin a good hockey player? Yes. Did he live up to his capability? No. No, he didn't play up to his capability. I'm sorry. A guy who's 6'4", the size of him, and then they kept making the excuse he never had a winger. Anyways, I'm not going to get you guys think Matt Sundin's a great player. You go live. There's a lot of Leaf. You go do your memorabilia. You go read his book. You pretend like he's a good player. You give him his big cheer when he comes back into the arena. You do all you need to do. I'm going to do what I need to do because I watched the games, and I realized the guy never lived up to his potential. So I'm just going to let you have your day. You just keep loving Mats, okay? We'll end the discussion there. You keep loving him. But Matt Stajan, I don't think any Leaf player would go, wow, you know what we need is another Matt Stajan. Well, that's what Fraser Minton is. So when we need our third-line center and they need to trade a player, there will not be tears coming from my eyes. Well, it could be tears coming from my eyes if we get the wrong player. But if we get a decent third-line, second-line center for Fraser Minton, you do it and you run to the bank. You let Matt Stajan go get his 10 goals a year. Do whatever. I didn't enjoy his game tonight. He got knocked off the puck so easy. There was nothing. I didn't like anything about his game. Didn't like anything. Anyways, and then you can look at Joseph Wall. What is Joseph Wall going to do? He gets friggin' Morgan Rielly gets pushed off the puck. Wide open guy in front of the net. And then a deflection. I thought Joseph Wall was pretty good for the rest of the night. I didn't think Gustafsson played bad, but again, for the amount of offensive zone time they did and the amount of good chances the Leafs got, they didn't get too many. They got a breakaway Nylander off the post. They got a Matthews off the post. And then they had a couple opportunities with Robertson, and I think it was Holmberg in front of the net, and Nylander had another one in front of the net. There wasn't a lot of opportunities there. This team didn't go to the net. They just played on the outside and did the bull, Brian Boitano, the synchronized skating around the ice. They might as well put some leotards on and did a couple double axles, did a nice pose, played some nice music, maybe Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. That's what this game was. Good news is I get another big break. I had another big break from Saturday. I get another big break, and they play the Edmonton Oilers on Saturday, so that should be a 9 p.m. game so that we can watch the Ottawa Senators first, right? Yeah. Cheers.